checking there.
Huh?
I said she checking there.
Huh?
Oh, no shit. Oh, never mind. I don't know what she doing.
Who?
That's how I look, Ty.
Is it gonna fit in there? How about
What?
oh nothing? Okay, got one person in here.
And yours?
Hey April. Hey Shannon. Hey Tiffany. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank y'all for coming through. Well, hey Jasmine. Ain't seen you all day. What's going on, little lady? Hey, more eats. Eat to live strong. Okay, Tiffany. Hey, Shay. Eat to live strong. I might have said that already. Tapu. Uh-oh. All right now. Congratulations, Jasmine. Yeah, might as well put it to use. Police 197. Okay, hon. Hey, Dana. Hey, Miss Rucker, how you doing? What'd he say? What's this about you?
Oh, you always talk about me.
What's
I don't believe in no shit.
going on, Dana? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody, to Beehive Nation TV. This is YouTube's favorite uncle, Uncle David. Welcome y'all to the nation. Thank y'all for hanging in there. We got a little more ways to go. Y'all can just hang tough and hang with us. We'll get you where you're trying to go as well. I was going to say something to somebody. Oh, Dana, I'm sure this is your first time in my room. So if you can make sure you turn my red button gray, leave a comment on one of my videos. Pick a short one. I got a whole bunch of them. Just pick one. Leave a comment, and I promise to get back and check you out. What up, nephew? Yoga with Mo. Okay. Now that's definitely a new one. Welcome everybody to Yoga with Mo. If somebody can drop yoga, I'm Mo's link. And Mo, make sure you turn my red button gray. Leave a comment, and I promise I'll get back to you. Hey, Miss Rucker, how you doing? Hope you're feeling better today. At least feeling better today than you were yesterday. And I hope every day gets better. Well, thank you so much, Dana. It's greatly appreciated. Okay, from the Caribbean. Okay, now. From the islands. That's all right. Yeah, well, everybody's welcome. If you ever come by and the light's on, please feel free to stop in. Yep. Yeah, everybody's welcome here. All of y'all. Just come on in, have a good time. You might even learn something. Hey, you might even teach me something. So yeah, always trying to learn something new. Always trying to share.
Tell Shay to drop Keto Girl and tell Keto to drop Shay's playlist.
Hey, Keto, can you do me a favor? If you can drop Shay's playlist, and Shay, if you can drop Keto's playlist.
And somebody drop Taco's playlist.
I mean, they sitting right there. I'm sure they hear you.
They don't hear me.
How much you want to bet? Y'all hear Auntie in the background? If you hear Auntie in the background, give me a purple heart. Well, thank you, April. I try. I really do. I really do. I do my best to give what I know, share what I've learned. Share what is shared with me. See, I told you they hear you. At least one person does. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Rucker. Mm-hmm. They hear you. I'm trying to whisper. Yeah, but that's one of my main goals when I get up is to do something positive. Helps the day go by faster or better. I was listening to Shay and talking about the negativity. Man, it will drain you more than the hottest summer day if you let it. And it's not just with other people, it's even within ourselves. We have a way of talking ourselves out of stuff or not really appreciating ourselves. We feel like we're not worthy of this, or we shouldn't do this, or we shouldn't do that because somebody told me a long time ago that I shouldn't do it. And it's how we talk to ourselves. It's not just how people talk about us, it's how we talk to and about ourselves. And that's where it starts. You have to feel good about you first off. That is your first goal. Is to feel good about you. Don't necessarily worry about other people, because I know for me, I used to worry about what people thought of me, what they were saying about me. I mean, I actually cared. I was like, and then I would wonder, well, why are they saying this? I don't talk about them that way. I don't treat them that way. But now, not so much. I saw a quote where I walk in the room and used to walk in the room and wonder if people like me. Now, I walk in the room and wonder if I really like them. How important are they? Because in all truth and actuality, somebody else's opinion of you is really none of your business. What they think about you It's all matters about what you think about yourself. How do you really feel about yourself? That's what's important. It's we get caught up in what people saying about us and what they, you know, do they like my channel? Really? Is do we have to be validated by somebody else so bad that we're willing to sacrifice our dignity, our soul? It's really not worth it. It's not. It's not. You have to care more about you than somebody else cares about you. Because if you don't care about you, people pick up on it. Because like I said, we are all connected by energy. And so if your energy about yourself is, I'm not worthy. I'm not worth whatever it is, then people will pick up on it. And they'll use you and get as much as they can out of you, and they'll throw you to the wayside. Hey Tracy, welcome in, welcome in. Right. I'm trying to get better with the hey LSP, thank you for coming through. I'm trying to get better with reading. Hey, thank you, LSP. Auntie hooked me up. Hey Famaka. Yeah, Auntie hooked me up with the haircut. If you've seen the video, you'll know. Yeah, but yeah, you're right, Ty. But is it how much is it worth to you, or how does it really help you that your first thought is somebody else has to validate me before I validate myself? Hey, can somebody Ashley like? Can somebody drop Ashley's link, please? You. Okay, I'm telling you, they hear you. But okay, I'm passing along the message. If there's somebody who hasn't had their link, who has not had their link dropped, if you could put a purple heart in the chat so that our mods can see and drop your link, so that everybody else can get to know you and see what you're working with, and go over there and see if they like it. If they do, they'll stay. If they don't, well, guess they won't, huh? But once again, thank you all for joining the love stream. I was trying to leave that part off, baby. But we really appreciate you all hanging with us. And once again, I would like to welcome April WYD and Brown Girl Bella by Shannon to the family. Thank y'all. And as Auntie said earlier, we got y'all. We're all in this together. And those that are new to us, you'll see that this whole community is about helping each other, sharing what we've learned. If there's something that you see,
people watching, 17 thumbs up.
Hey, wait a minute, the math's a little off, y'all. Somebody missed that button when they came in. So while you're in here, if you can go ahead and hit the thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it, because I see 24 people and I got 17 thumbs up. Hold on, I'm gonna go out and come back in, and I'm gonna give you a better count. Let's see what's really going on here. Okay, mass. Wait a minute. Yeah.
Tapu says, well, it comes from past trauma. People don't and won't deal with their past before moving on to relationships, friendships, business ventures, and etc. They don't know what self-love and become.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, that's true.
Very true.
That is true. Because if nobody's ever told you how to love yourself, you really can't love somebody else.
She says dependent on others for happiness and reassurance, validation.
Yeah.
Speak it, Ty.
But
You're welcome,
I think that if you know somebody that is like that, instead of trying to, because a lot of times they will take advantage of that situation. They will know that this person is a little insecure, or their self esteem is low, and they just take full advantage of it instead of trying to build that person up. You know, help them to understand that they have to love them in order to love somebody else. They have to love them in order for somebody else to love them. You have to love you. You have to care about you. You have to want to be something more than what you are. And I don't care how successful you have become, there's always room for improvement. You know, and I think that we as human beings owe it to our fellow human beings to help them get through whatever it is they're going through.
Hey, Foodie Duo.
Hey, Foodie Duo. And if you don't want to help, or if you can't help, or you just don't care, then leave them be. Leave them be. Don't make the situation worse. If you can't help somebody, then it's cool, because we all can't help everybody. And sometimes we don't know how to help certain people. But don't do anything to make their situation worse. Why make somebody else's life that much harder when you really don't have to? Because there are people that go out of their way to do that, to make somebody feel miserable. You know, my mama used to tell me all the time, misery loves company. It does. But guess what? So does success. Because the more you surround yourself with successful people and like-minded people, the more you learn, the more you grow, the more you can teach, the more you can help. And the more you help, the more you give, is the more you get back. You know, it's not just important to do just for you. I know for me, it's not just about me. It's not about me. It's about all the people that I've met, all the people that I'm going to meet, and helping them to go and succeed and grow and just get out there and get up there. That's what I like to see. I love celebrating other people's success. You know, when one of y'all reach a milestone, that to me that's great. It is. But some people, they're like, dang, man. Like when Shay said that somebody said she was growing too fast. How you do that? What you mean I'm growing too? What do you mean somebody's growing too fast? In other words, what they're saying is that you've passed me. I don't think that you should be passing me. I've been doing this for so long. How did you get where you're going? You must be doing something wrong. No. What's for you is for you. When it's your time, it's your time. You know, you cannot compare what you're doing to what somebody else is doing and why they getting where they got, because you've been doing this for 20 years and they come in, they do it for 5 and they get past you. It just ain't your time yet. Maybe there's something that you're not doing right. Maybe you need to rethink how you're doing it or why you're doing it. It may be that it's not for you. Or, like I said, it's just not your time. What's for you is for you. And if you start comparing how somebody else got to where they are, you lose focus on what you're doing because you're so busy worrying about this person over here and why they've gotten to this place in their life, or why they've accomplished this. Now you've forgotten what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what you've done, you set yourself up for failure. Comparison is and always will be the thief of all joy. Because you're working and you're looking at this person and you've forgotten your path. You missed your turn because you're looking at them. The door opened, but you didn't see it because you was looking over here. Hey, Shauna. I think that's Shauna's crazy life. I get way up there. Yep. Hey, Shauna, how you doing? You know, you missed a whole lifetime of accomplishments because you worrying about what so and so is doing. Just stop. It's okay to look, and maybe you might learn something, but don't spend all your time and don't do it with animosity. Because what you put out is what you get back. I'm trying to tell you. You know, and some people would they would try to steal your joy. They would try to suck you dry if you let them. You know, I tell people all the time, you have to be careful who's in your circle. And best believe it's not going to be your enemy. Sad as it may seem, it's not going to be your enemy. Because see, one, you already know who your enemies are. So you watching them. Sometimes it's the people that's closest to you who feel like you shouldn't be getting what you're getting. Or they feel like, you know, you should be sharing more than what you're sharing. You should be giving more than what you're giving. Like if you open the store, when they come in there, they supposed to get a discount. Man, I'm gonna treat you the same way I treat the rest of the customers because that's what you are. If you coming into the store with the intention to buy, you are now a customer. I can't make no money if I'm giving you all the merchandise or I'm giving you a discount. How am I gonna make any money? How is my business gonna flourish? Now I've seen it with, you know, we've done it. All of us have. We'll go in the store and we'll see one of our friends, you know, somebody we was cool with, and you get to the register, you thinking that, okay, you know, come on, man, you know, nah. First off, if they're working for somebody else, they can't give you they can't give you a discount because you messing with somebody else's money. And best believe that whoever they working for is gonna see that they losing money. And what they gonna do? They gonna get rid of that person. Now, are you willing to sacrifice your job for somebody else? That once you lose that job, or your business, you lose your business because you're so busy giving away stuff. Is that person gonna come to you and say, "Hey, I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna pay all your bills until you get back on your feet"? Yeah, picture that. See how that work out for you. You know, don't fall for the okie doke, y'all. Don't let somebody guilt you into sacrificing what you work for, because they'll try to do it. First thing they say is, "Man, you forgot where you come from." It's not that we forget where we come from; it's we remember where we come from, but we're trying to make sure that we don't have to go back there. Not on a permanent basis. It's okay to go back and visit.
It's a pleasure having you, Ty.
Thank you,
As
Ty.
always.
We love you, dear. They sure ain't, Tracy. They ain't paying nothing. And when they go back, they're gonna be talking about you. Man, that dude was stupid. How he lose his business like that? Why he go giving away all that stuff? But you was one of the ones in there expecting them to give you stuff. But that's how people do. They'll do it. And don't think they won't. Because your friends and your family, they have different expectations. Why? I don't know. But they just do. They feel that because you have reached a certain level, because they are your family, or because they're your friend, that you are supposed to be there to give them whatever it is they need to help them get by. When they are fully capable of working just as hard or harder as you have. But they don't want to put in the work because it's too easy to ask somebody else to give it to you. It takes no effort. Now I say this all the time. It takes no effort to do nothing. Hey Anna, I feel like if you're shady, if you ask your friends or family for a discount when they have a small business, you're not a real friend anyway. You don't ask Walmart or other business for a discount.
Facts.
Sure won't walk right in there and pay full price like it ain't nothing. But yet you're walking in somebody else's store who is they are this is their life. It is so dependent. This business pays all their bills. It's their life, and you walk in there and they're supposed to give you. I mean, you expect now. Okay. How about this? Wait till they offer it. Don't walk in there expecting them to give you anything. Because like Anna said, you don't walk in Walmart or Target or excuse me, Gucci. You don't walk in there expecting them to give you anything. Hey Candy, what's going on? You know, don't do that. Don't do that.
And now Anna's eyelash line.
I'll wait for my phone to catch up. And speaking of livelihoods and businesses, Anna has the eyelash line. So all you ladies that are looking for eyelashes or you're into that, although I've seen some that never mind. Some people have they're very creative, I'll say. But if you're interested, check with Anna. She sells eyelashes. So get at her. If you see something that you like, let her know. She won't give you a discount, but she'll be willing to, share her business, her product. No, but we got to get better, y'all. And even with this YouTube thing, it's crazy to me. But this is a microcosm of society itself. Everybody want to hook up, and if you don't give it to them, they're complaining. Had that happened to me so many times, but it's cool. My time will come again. Just a lesson learned to think outside the box. Yeah, you girl, keto, they'll do it. I mean, I look at like I've read some of the stories about some of the athletes who, they grew up poor, and now they are the breadwinner for not just their immediate family. Now they have become the breadwinner for the the entire family. I mean, the whole family, aunties, uncles, cousins, everybody. And they expect them to do this. I would tell my son, if you ever get rich, and somebody come to you and say, "Hey, man, remember me? I used to change your diapers." Don't fall for that one. I can tell you, there's only two people that changed them, and that was me and your mama. So don't fall for that one. You know, it ain't gonna work. You know, people will come out of the woodwork and think that you owe them something. I owe you. I don't owe you nothing. Charles said I could flip his stimulus check. Oh goodness. Hey Tony, welcome, welcome in. I tell you, Anna. I think you should really work on your stand up. It's sad though. One of my closest friends is a beautician, and I see family and friends try her all the time. They act like she don't have a mortgage, bills, family to feed, etc. Yeah, because they feel like I've been here with you. We've been friends. Now they ain't putting nothing in. They ain't putting they ain't putting nothing in. But because y'all been friends since the third grade, and y'all used to play in the sandbox together, then now now that you've achieved some success, then now you owe them for what? This person probably got up every morning early, went to bed late at night, and all in between, hustling, grinding, falling, failing, getting back up, scratching, all of that, hustling. I mean, they put in, cried many a night, probably went hungry some nights. But yet here you come with your hand out, like I posed to give you something. Come on, really? Don't fall for it, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, as you grow and as you succeed, they'll come out of the woodwork. And it will be, I would imagine that it will be hard to say, no, I can't do it. But you have to be able to say no and make that a full sentence. No. Complete sentence. No. Because if you say yes every time, they will expect you to say yes every time. And you will yes yourself right out of whatever it is you got. Every time you'll be like, yes, okay, I got it. I feel so bad. It sounds cruel, but the truth is self-preservation is the number one rule in the jungle. Because if you don't take care of you, if you don't make sure you're good, if you don't make sure you're healthy, you can't help nobody else. You can't. You ever seen a sick lion, the king of the jungle? You ever seen one that's sick and weak? Hey, Colleen, welcome in. He can't help the pride. He don't have enough strength. So if you don't take care of you and make sure you're up to par, you can't take care of nobody else. You can't do the things that you need to do. So don't just learn how to say no and make that a complete sentence. Because people will yes you to death or allow you to yes yourself to death. So shout out to the wait a minute. That 28 people I see? Hamburger. Shout out to the 28 people in the room. Okay, the math's still a little off, y'all. I got 28 people and 21 thumbs up. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Tony. Self-preservation is the key. And it's not being... sometimes you have to be selfish. You have to be selfish.
She said, what happened? Something happened.
Who?
Tony said, what happened?
Oh, I don't know.
Said,
love you too, Jasmine. Used to make skincare products. My car broke down. I couldn't get to the market that I used to sell at. I started vending in my town. When people started bargaining I direct them
to
to the dollar store. There you go.
Okay.
Cubans. Okay, Chris. Because I'm trying not to butcher people's names. So from this point on, you're Chris. You know who you are. Thank you for coming through.
Yoga says that's so true. Today on my Instagram, I shared you. Gotta learn to say no for my. I don't know what I did.
For my mantra Monday post. There you go. You got it, and it has. You have to be able to say no without an explanation. Because in actuality, you don't owe them an explanation as to why you said no.
Don Temsack, here again, my friend.
Welcome back. I remember I would ask my mom, could I use the car? I'm like, Mom, can I use the car? And I would rather her just said no and left it at that. Nah, she couldn't do it. She had to give me this whole long, drawn out reason why I couldn't use the car. Either, there was no gas, or there was something wrong, or they need to go somewhere, blah, 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 blah. Just say no. I'd rather you just say no and leave it be. Because the more you sit and explain, now I'm getting perturbed because it's like, say no, Mom. It's okay. I wouldn't tell her that because my father was always in earshot and he probably would have thought that I was being disrespectful or talking back. Which, as I think about it now, it probably would have sounded that way. And I probably wouldn't, had I done that, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation right now because, yeah, my father would have handled that situation a whole lot different. So, but just learn how to make no a complete sentence and not have to worry about giving an explanation. Because sometimes you don't owe an explanation. I don't have to tell you why I said no, you can't have this free item. I got somebody that's gonna pay for it, and I got somebody that wants it for free. Who you think gonna get it? Okay. What's up, little country? The real K-Mo in the house. Hey girl, how you doing? Thank you for coming through. We got about 23 more minutes. Oh, I got a Cash App. Now, I got a new Cash App song, but I'm not ready to debut it yet because I got to come up if whether I want to sing with it or talk with it or just let it play. But I did get a Cash App. Thank you from Shade. Thank you, Shade. Thank you very much. I sure appreciate it. So I got to figure out how I'm going to incorporate it. Actually, I forgot that I had it. Otherwise, I would have been a little bit more prepared. Wait a minute, why am I over here? So if somebody could drop Shay's. Matter of fact, don't drop her link. If you could drop her playlist, I greatly appreciate it. And I thank y'all, the 28 people in the room. Let's see if we can match this number up over here with this thumbs. Okay, now my phone wanna act crazy. But you know what? Even if you don't, if you don't hit the thumbs up, it's okay. I'm good. I ain't gonna make no big deal out of it. It's whatever, y'all. Do what you want to do, however you want to handle it. I won't put that much emphasis on it. Because in the bigger picture, yeah, it probably will help my analytics or whatever, but it's cool. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It's all right. I still love y'all just the same. If you give me a thumbs down, I still love you just the same. I'll keep putting out the content. I'm trying to get so that I put out more content or different content. In fact, I got a couple of reviews that I'm going to do. Huh? Auntie bought me these crisp apple Pop Tarts that I'm gonna be doing a review on. Also, I'm waiting for Shay. She sent me some Pop Tarts to review as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do them all instead of trying to spread them out one box at a day, which will make me the Pop Tart channel. I'll do them all at once. So as soon as that package comes from Shay, I'm gonna be doing a review. Now the crisp apple ones, I remember back when I was a kid because I've been kind of doing this Pop Tart thing for a good little while. Maybe. Okay. I thank you, Yoga. Mo. Hey, Bevy. What's happening? Welcome in. Yeah, I'll let you know what they taste like. But I remember as a kid, they had the apple. They had some apple flavored Pop Tarts. So I'm wondering if they taste like those. I'll find out. I'll let y'all know. No, because I don't like pretzels. I don't remember, so that's why I wait till I get them and then
Hi, Beverly.
you know I I don't care for pretzels. They taste like dirt to me. How do I know what dirt tastes like? If you are grown, if a kid you didn't learn what dirt tastes like, you ain't. I don't know what kind of childhood you had. Whether it was picking it up or whether it was falling in it and you fall somewhere and the dirt get in your mouth. Or we all, if you, I don't know, if you didn't never taste dirt, I don't know what. I feel sorry for you and your childhood. That's for real. We played in the dirt. I remember I would go down to the country and we had these sticks and we just pushed the stick up and down the dirt road just to make the dust fly. I don't know. As I sit back now and look at it, I have no idea the purpose of that. And my aunt would always say, "Don't put the stick in front of you. Keep the stick to the side. Don't put the stick in front." Me being a city boy and not listening, one day I'm pushing the stick and I hit a stump or something. Man, that stick went poked me in my stomach so bad. And I'm glad it didn't have a point on it because I probably would have been done. But I learned it took all the wind out of me. That was for sure. So from that point, I learned why you're supposed to put the stick to the side because you never know what's in the road. Yeah. But I mean, man, those were the fun days. Really, oh yeah. See, yeah, jumping out the barn, the top of the. I don't understand that either. I don't know. It's a lot of things that my cousins had me doing, and now I don't understand why I did it. And if you ask me to do it again, it's probably something that I wouldn't do. But we jumped out the barn, out of the what's that thing called? Wherever you put the hay at the top of the barn, you drop it off. I forgot what you call it. Go inside the cure for the tobacco and swing on the rails and all kind of stuff. I mean, just stuff now. I mean, I guess because nowadays kids don't go outside as much, and then I'm talking about pre-pandemic. Kids, they want to stay in the house and play video games.
I'd say the hours are passing by, the days are passing by. I guess that's the same though.
Mm-hmm. Really? Now, if I got up in the tree, I figured, yeah, that was true. But I remember we used to jump out the swings. I mean, we would swing and swing as high as you could, and then jump out. See, stuff now that people do, or I've seen people do it on Instagram or trying to get a viral video, stuff like that. Man, if they had social media when I was a kid, man, the stuff that we did, oh, we'd have probably been YouTube famous for real. Because we was doing stuff then that they doing now, but you know, y'all don't know. I mean, we would, like I said, we were jumping out the barn, jumping out the swing, and I could never understand that. As I look back now, why did I do it? That we climb the trees and swing from the branch and all kind of crazy stuff. I remember we would get on the little it's like a little merry-go-round thing. My kids did it too, where we would sit on it and then you spin it as fast as you could, and then once it stopped, you be dizzy, falling all over the place. Kids don't want to go outside now. They want to play video games. How do you develop social skills? They don't want to talk. They want to text, and that's just not kids. It's grown people. I, they we would go to McDonald's or something. Like, Dad, why you don't go to the drive-through? Because I feel like when you go to the drive-through, you just lose that personal connection. I just like to see the people I'm talking to. I don't like talking to machines. Like when I call somewhere on the phone, they have the automated system there, and they have it set up. They make it difficult to talk to somebody. Press this button if you want this. Okay, you press this button, and then they say, well, if you want a representative, press this button. You press that button, they say, well, you can use this system to do this and that. I need to talk to somebody. And whoever landed furthest out the swing, yes, we ain't win nothing. It was bragging rights, K-Mo. It was bragging rights. And to see if you could do it and not break a bone. Wasn't no prize. Wasn't nobody giving us nothing. We were just out there having fun. Like I said, when I jumped out the barn, there was definitely no prize. It was, I dare you to do it. And that was it. We would do stuff on a dare. Now you do something people they looking for, they actually doing it for fame and fortune, and they want that 15 minutes of fame. Man, we just did it because it was fun. But I don't know, yo. I don't know what this world is coming to. We got about it's gonna be 13 more minutes, and then we.
How much is the crab leg platter?
Huh?
It's $84.75.
I thought Auntie was talking to me.
Okay, thank you. Damn, they took that up. It used to be $60. It's 84 now.
For what?
The crab leg platter.
Who?
Homeboys.
Okay, Mo said she was a girly and a tomboy. Man, I had this cousin. She was a tomboy. I mean, she didn't take no. I mean, she was as tough as they come. My cousin Debbie. I would go down to North Carolina. We had epic softball games, and she was the only girl, and she hit just as hard. We played softball, football. I mean, she was out there, and she just as soon hit basketball. And you better not get under the basket with her, because she would shoot you with an elbow and dare you to say something. Yeah, but those were the fun days. Like I said, kids now, like us adults, you'd rather text than talk. How do you get what a person is feeling or how they feel about a conversation that they text you? They talking about, well, they put it in all caps. What that mean? Sometimes I think people put stuff in all caps because they want to make sure I see it, not because they feeling some kind of way. I need to hear the voice inflection. That's just me. I don't like drive-throughs. I don't like automated systems. I understand that this is where we're going with this, but we are truly getting away from the human contact, and this pandemic thing is not helping. Now, I'd much rather talk to somebody on the phone than to text. One, that takes up too much energy. I got to figure out the words. I got to type them, and then I got, you got to depend on the autocorrect, and you got to check what you say. When you say stuff and you're talking, for me, it's easier to just for me to tell you something than to type it. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know what we doing sometimes. I don't. But whatever we doing, we need to make sure we do the right thing. Make sure that we're helping each other. Make sure we checking in on folks that need to be checked in on, especially these times. And I reiterate, if you know somebody that's at home alone, just give them a call. You know, just give them a call. Check on them. Make sure they all right. If they need anything, if you can help them get it, you know, we need to look out for each other. We really need to look out for one another. It's important. And if you can do anything, that's why when I send out the morning motivation, I don't have a lot of money. Matter of fact, I ain't got no money, but I ain't broke. I'm just, having a little financial situation. I ain't never broke. I ain't never poor. I'm rich. I'm rich. I just keep telling y'all that. But, I send out the morning motivation because I know somewhere along the way it helps somebody. And if only one person responds, cool. My job is to put the information out there. Just like, Shay said, if there's only one person in this chat, I'll sit there and talk to that person so either they leave or they go in the bushes and act like they left. That's one thing I like to do is talk. So if you ever come in and I'm sitting in, I'm talking to myself, those are the best conversations to have. When you can talk to yourself out loud and not care that somebody else is hearing what you're saying, sometimes that's the best conversation ever. Because that's sometimes the only person you can trust with the information that you're discussing is when you talk to yourself. Because sometimes you can share with somebody else and they won't know what to do with it, or they'll take it and do something with it that don't need that you wasn't expecting to be done. So if you walk around and you talk to yourself, don't feel bad. It's okay. Yeah.
Ask Tiffany Chanel, is their playlist a 12-hour playlist?
Hey Tiffany Chanel, Auntie said, is your playlist the 12-hour playlist? Is that the one? Well, thank you, Tiffany. Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal, Kay. Over my 58 years of life, I have acquired a certain set of skills. So sometimes I know. But the crazy thing is, in all honesty, I prepare these a week in advance. It's not like, I mean, it's already like the ones for this week, I've already done them. So it's actually just coincidence. But I like to go with the story that I can sometimes read people's minds and I know what they need to hear. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But honestly, truthfully, I do it in advance. And I actually enjoy doing it. And I know that it's because as the list grows, I know that I need to put you all in a group because it's taking longer to do them individually. But it's just so gratifying as I'm doing it. It's like, man, this is working. It's helping somebody, and so I get away from putting them in a group because it's like I'm touching each and every individual, and when I get responses, that's my reward. To know that because one of my goals every day is to change the direction of somebody's day in a positive way. Just one. I'm shooting for one. And if I get that, I'm good. So I appreciate you all. I thank you all for your continued support. I love you all dearly. I really do.
The whole thing's going to get
You know, and so if y'all can give me about 6 more minutes, the 25 people that's in the room, shout out to the 25 people in the room. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me. 26. Yeah, that's a little country. That's a little country, Shay. If y'all can just hang in with me so we can go, because this will be April's first time. So we want to make sure that we treat her right, that we help her out.
Love you too, Tiffany Chanel.
And bring her in with a boom and show her the love that she needs to get, that she should get.
Hey, Mr. Frank.
Hey, Mr. Frank. What's going on? Welcome in.
Shay said I love saying no.
Girl, I do too. I can't say it to Auntie.
Lies.
I'll say it, but then what I turn around? Like I said, I wasn't going to get them crabs the other day. Where I go, I marched my little happy tail right on out here and got them.
April said give her a few minutes, having internet issues, had to shut the whole computer down.
Dang. All right, I'm here. Well, thank you, Colleen. I got 2 more. Well, this one was from Cent Mo. As if y'all don't know by now,
I think everybody know.
Yeah, everybody know how I feel about Cent Mo. Like I told him last night, I love them like a fat kid love cake. Them is my people, or as Ty says, my peepers. But I really sincerely appreciate y'all. I do. So if I don't respond to a message, or like I said, when I'm in here and I miss a comment, it's because sometimes I get on the road and I know that if I stop, I'm gonna lose my train of thought. And then I really look like the crazy uncle who don't know what he doing. Hey, peepers. So as we sit and wait for yeah, they do. They do really good work. And their customer service is amazing. When they send you the items, they not only send the item, but they send a little thank you card, and it's a handwritten. It's not like some little card that's already got a message in it. It's actually a handwritten card. So you know that they put a lot of effort and love in their work, and I think that's what makes it that much better. So and that's a lesson that we should all learn. That as we do this YouTube thing, whatever it is we're doing, whether it's mukbangs, whether it's motivation, whether it's skits, whatever it is, we should always be wanting to give our best and do our best, because if you don't, if you come in here and you give a half, I'm sorry, I almost cussed. If you give a half, forget it. If you give a half-ass performance, or if you're really not feeling what you're doing, the people gonna know, and they will start to feel like, well, they came on here and they didn't care enough. They didn't care enough about us to watch them than to give us this sorry mess. That's why I tell Auntie all the time, if sometimes she'll want to go live, but I can tell she really don't want to do it, and she'll just be doing it just because. If you really not feeling it that particular day, then the best thing to probably do is just put something in the community tab and say, hey, I was going to, if you've already said you're going to go, but sometimes things happen, and if you don't feel it, then just say, hey, look, y'all, I can't do it today. Because people will see and they will feed off of that. And like I said, if I go to a store and I'm standing in line and I'm purchasing something, and this person is standing there and they just giving me,
ready, David.
Okay, they're giving me attitude, then I feel some kind of way. Why are you here? Stay home. You know, April says she's ready. Did they drop her link yet? If somebody can, if somebody can drop April's link for me, please. She says she's ready. We're gonna go over there and give her a big old, big old, big old Beehive Nation TV raid. Welcome her into the love stream. Welcome her into the family. Give her the love, the same love that y'all give me, the same love that y'all gave Shay, the same love that we gave Aunt Maddie. Let's give it to April. Let's keep this thing going and do it the way we're supposed to do it. I love y'all dearly. And as I say, remember, huh? Beehive Nation TV raid. And remember to be happy on purpose and know that I believe in you too. Peace. See y'all over at April. What you doing? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get on over there. Don't make me have to tell you twice.
Why she got it?
What?